and welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of my review on the Batman movie franchise. Now, in the last part, I covered Batman 1966 and Batman 89. It is 3 years after Batman 89, the second film to be directed by Tim Burton and starring Michael Keaton, my personal favourite Batman. And I believe in this one he really shines as Bruce Wayne / The Dark Knight, and I think this is where he puts on the best Batman performance to date, in my opinion. However, as much as I love Batman Returns, I don't think it's the best of the Batman films. But I think it's an absolute thrill ride. Michelle Pfeiffer, Christopher Walken, Danny DeVito, all solid. Michael Gough as Alfred again. Absolutely perfect as Alfred. He was, perfect as Alfred throughout all 4 of the early 90s, late 80s Batman films. The action scenes are much better than in 1989, and there's a couple of car chases that I would say are the best out of the whole Batman films. The story's better. It's a very bizarre and dark, Batman does kill a lot of people in this film. But I just think it's absolutely badass, and I love it. That scene where there's a fire blower dude, and Batman turns his car around and just gives him a taste of his own medicine and sets him on fire. I just think that's really badass. It's like, I know a lot of fans groan about that scene, and they groan when the fat dude gets blown up, but they groan how Batman shouldn't kill and stuff. But I'm like, I think it's awesome. So Batman Returns, I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's not the best Batman film, but I think it's I think it's great. It's a solid film. You'll get great entertainment out of it. The next film happened 3 years later in 1995. I actually went into the cinema to see it. It was Joel Schumacher's first Batman film. Val Kilmer comes into the role as Batman, who I think is the weakest out of all the Batman actors. He's quite good towards the end. He seems to get better as the film progresses, but I don't really care for Val Kilmer. Chris O'Donnell's Robin. Again, Robin is annoying, but he's I guess the reveal of Robin at the end of the film is quite cool, and it's a moment, but still, it's like I prefer Batman on his own. Jim Carrey is totally over the top as the Riddler, but and then you have Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, who's awful in this film. I don't like Two-Face at all in this film. And there's Nicole Kidman, of course, who plays a completely uninteresting role, like most of the Batman women did. Unfortunately, most of the, I don't really care for Rachel Dawes in the later films either. And the lead lady seemed to always be, with the exception of Michelle Pfeiffer, of course, but the lead one seemed to, lack any interest. As I mentioned, Jim Carrey's, over the top, but he is funny as the Riddler. He is good, and totally, takes over the show. it's a fall from greatness that was Batman Returns. So I'm going to give this film a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's far from great. Alright, see you in part 3.